Hey, Black Marsh Social Club, God bless America. Talking boots, talking eBay purchases, and we're talking about, in my opinion, like one of the things that you can't go wrong doing. And I know that used boots probably creep some people out. If you've got, if you're one of those folks, I get it. I get it. But I do it all the time. I get used boots, I clean them up, disinfect them, wipe them down, and then they are new to me, and I am tickled for it. Today's boots are some of my favorite that I've recently gotten, and I've gotten them, and I'm glad I gave them a second chance. I had one early on, the Wolverine 1,000-mile boot. I had given a pair a try, and I think I ordered a little bit too large. I think I ordered the wrong sole for my use, and they never clicked for me. They never worked. Maybe it was the wrong color, maybe I didn't try them with enough stuff, but they just didn't work for me. And so they sat and they sat and they sat. And then the few times that I'd try to take them out, I kept looking at them the whole time, and I just kept thinking that they don't do it for me. So I ended up selling them, and in my mind, I was ready to just give up on the 1,000-mile boot. I just thought that was something that just didn't ever work for me. So I was looking a few weeks back. I was looking around, and I stumbled across these 1,000-mile boots. Now this is a black CXL 1,000-mile boot, cap toe, half sole, Vibram half sole, and it's, to me, it's truly a classic boot. It's got that alternate color stitching right down the middle up on the vamp. It's all the things that a heritage boot was. It's CXL and it's already broken in. It's just a classic 1,000-mile boot. I liked it. I wanted another pair of boots to wear with I wanted another pair of black boots. But the reason why I went with this is because I wanted a pair of boots that I could throw some stuff at. I wouldn't be ashamed to wear, but I also wouldn't be nervous to wear. Because, in my mind, there's plenty of things I do out in the shop and around the property that I still want to wear the look, I still want to wear the boot, but I don't want to be as nervous about them as I am with some of my others. So I get this 1,000-mile boot. Now, normally these cost, I think they retail for $3.99 or something to that effect, and you can obviously get them cheaper than that. But these I paid $90 for. And if you look at them, they probably got give or take a year's worth of wear. It's not the heel's not busted. It's not terribly torn up. It's just broken in. And so I'm excited about this boot. Now, when I put them on, I love the fact that the half sole, when I put them on, the difference between this and the other pair was a full leather sole. And I don't think I ever liked how I slipped in it, how it felt on slick concrete. I just never appreciated the other boot. This one I put on, and I was immediately impressed by how the half sole worked to its advantage. And again, it's not the commando sole. That's very thin, if you can see, and it's not worn thin. It's just very thin. It's a Vibram half sole. But I liked it. It's traction on the concrete. It's traction on slippery floors. It's quieter on hardwoods. But I liked how comfortable it was. And again, some of that could be contributed to it, having already been broken in. But I just like, when you see the 1,000-mile boot, when you see the Red Wing Beckmans and the Blacksmiths and things like that, I keep going back to the heritage of the boot, which is what attracts us to it. And then you button it up with how much you pay for it. And that's why I say I think it's one of the best purchases I've made to date. So about the boot, first let's talk about Wolverine. Established in 1883, Rockford, Michigan. They originally began life as a tannery, and they were called Rochester Shoe Company. In the early 1900s, Wolverine came about, and they changed their name to Wolverine Shoe and Tanning Company, or Wolverine Shoe and Tanning Corporation. In 1914, the original Heritage boot, the 1,000-mile boot, was created, and it was made out of horsehide or shell leather. And in 2009, they reissued the 1,000-mile boot that would come back into what we know it today. So, inspired by the 1914 design, Goodyear welted, 360 degrees. So I'm already liking that more so than some of the others. I like a 360 weld. In this case, Horween Chrome XL. This is a size 11, which is half a size down, like a lot of these boots. So I'm an 11.5 Brannock, and this is a size 11. 5 to 5.5 ounce leather, which is right up there with the Iron Ranger, and really it's up there with a lot of the leather boots. I mean, a lot of the when you see stuff like that, I know certain boot companies will say, we get their thicker leathers, but a lot of the folks that are running CXL are still running that thickness. I know that Truman, for example, they talk about 6 ounce CXL, and I don't have anything to tell you that they're not. But again, you can tell these are just a touch thinner, but they're not as thin as the Parkhurst and dress shoes and things like that. Steel shank, 6-inch, and again, these are made in the Big Rapids, Michigan. So again, I just wanted to share. I mean, I wore these the other day in the shop, and one of the reasons why I bought this boot, aside from the fact that it was $90, and you could get essentially a $400 boot for $90. But I was outside working in the shop, and this, first of all, they looked a lot better when I first got them. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I did to it. Can you see that? Let me see if I can show you that. See that big nick right there? And then I dropped something on my heel and gouged this right here. I would have been sick if I had done that to a true pair of $400 or $500 boots. That's why I'm not going to wear the new Lofgrens to work. I'm not going to do certain things like that. But in this case, if you take your time, you get on eBay, you can find boots like this that still support that heritage look. They still have that rugged feel. They're still a well-made boot. I don't care what anybody says. This is a comfortable boot. You guys, if you've been following the Instagram channel, I actually wore these for a solid week straight just because I was so impressed by the way I felt in them, by the way they walked, how comfortable they were, and the sheer value and bang for the buck. It was also kind of nice to just get up every day and put on a black pair of boots. This black's not normally my color, so having something like this that I could just keep going back to every morning and eliminating the question or what should I wear, what should I wear it with, does this conflict or contrast, it was just nice. So again, I say all that to say, I know that a lot of folks will have differing opinions about what you would do or what you should look for, but I'm telling you, I'm impressed. I'm glad I gave them another try. And that's my, I don't know what I'm going to call this one. I mean, I know we're talking boots, but I mean, I think this is probably one of my best eBay purchases. I'm pretty stoked about it. 7 eyelets. Now I'm rambling, so I'll go ahead and cut this one quick. But just wanted to show you guys, you can still find good quality boots out there for cheap. So be blessed. Talk soon. Adios.